Well, if you've had drainage problems, if you've had disjointed attempt and reattempt, if you've started and had failure in the landscape, then it's probably time to start with a design. We talk to a lot of clients who have made an attempt or had maybe a neighbor or a smaller contractor try and get started, and have us come in to actually present a full design that takes everything into account. A lot of clients experience having water go in places they don't want it to go. So I've talked to hundreds of people who have water seeping into the basement and need to talk about grading, or rain gardens, how to divert the water in an appropriate way so that it goes into the ground where it's needed, as opposed to running into a foundation wall or onto a sidewalk, which in the wintertime can create kind of a glacier-like situation all over your sidewalk. So if many of our clients have experienced or are experiencing these types of issues with water, and that's definitely when you know you need to reach out to a professional and get some design help. So every one of our installations comes with a design at no additional cost. And because we focus so heavily on the designs for our installations, we don't actually make designs that we don't install. So some companies will have a designer on staff that you can pay a few $1,000s to, or however much, and they'll make you a design that you can install or have another company install. We're a little different from that in that we only make designs for our own installations that we're going to perform. Landscape designs focus on planning, they focus on aesthetics, they bring into account materials choices, plant selections, block or paver selections, materials for fences and decks. We tend to use very durable, actually we only use very durable materials. We don't really use the cheaper materials out there on the marketplace. So our fences are made of cedar or composite, same with our decks. We're a licensed builder in Minnesota, actually a licensed remodeler, so we have very knowledgeable staff when it comes to our construction projects, and we make patios, walkways, retaining walls, decks, and fences that stand the test of time, and we design them in a process that engages the client all through the process, so that folks are getting products that they love for decades to come. Our designs account for heavy soils. Sometimes we're dealing with clay soils, sometimes we're dealing with sandy soils. They account for heavy snow load, for freeze and thaw cycles, for drenched downpour rain that we might get in the spring and summer and fall. Our designs are focused and centered around the use of native plants that have for centuries, millennia, stood the test of time here in Minnesota, and will fill the landscape in, bring it to life. We love to bring butterflies and pollinators into the landscape. That just adds an extra smile when we're installing plants and all of a sudden there's butterflies already coming in. So we're focusing on the use of native plants that are not only aesthetically pleasing, but will continue to be aesthetically pleasing for decades to come. Questions we get about the design process: are revisions acceptable? If we want to change something, can we do that? The answer is yes. We are also asked, what can I expect for maintenance over the long term with the design that you're presenting? We get asked whether we can phase the design, if we can do it in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, or if it all has to be done at once. And the answer to that is that we do a lot of phased designs. So we might present, here's year 1, here's year 2, here's year 3, and that helps, I think, with budgets, but also helps people get to know the project as it unfolds, so it's not all coming at once. Some clients have always known what they want from day one, and they want to get that done right now this year. That's not a problem. And it's also not a problem that some clients would like to see phase 1 come in so they can get used to that, so they can understand how that feels, and then build off of that. And that's also, I think, something that sets us apart. Not every company is willing to offer a phased approach, and we like to do that for folks who would like that.